Hey, good morning. This is Friday, May 31st. I'm Andy Neal with your morning check. More political turmoil in Victoria as Premier John Horgan has rejected calls to replace Speaker Darryl Plecas. It comes after opposition Liberal leader Andrew Wilkinson told the House Plecas has embarked upon intrusions of employees, which includes examining workplaces and data stored on their computers. Now, Plecas didn't deny investigations are ongoing, but he said as the head of legislature security, he wants to ensure employees' data is secure in case it is required in the future. A 52-year-old man will be in court this morning after being arrested in connection to a series of armed robberies in Saanich. Police believe the man is linked to two armed robberies at 7-Eleven stores on the weekend and at the TD Bank at Tillicum Mall Wednesday. Now, police are recommending 3 charges of robbery with a firearm. Investigators are still looking for a woman involved in a robbery at the 7-Eleven on Kerry Road. Well, a ship loaded with 69 containers of what Philippine officials call illegally transported garbage is on its way back to Canada. Tons of garbage were loaded overnight and will now take 20 days to reach Vancouver. Now, Ottawa had awarded a contract to a French shipping line to bring the garbage back by the end of June, but that wasn't fast enough for the Philippine government. China is warning Canada about the dangers of aligning itself with the U.S. A foreign ministry spokesman made the remark after Vice President Mike Pence and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called for the release of 2 Canadians apparently detained in retaliation for the arrest of a Huawei executive in Vancouver. A spokesman says Canada needs to, quote, take immediate actions to correct its mistakes so as to spare itself the suffering from growing damage. A dramatic surveillance video in Chicago shows a state trooper who had been dragged about a half a block Sunday morning before a vehicle smashed into a pole. The trooper responded to a crash moments earlier, and police say one person there disobeyed commands, ran to a family member's car and attempted to drive away, and the trooper held on to the steering wheel. He still managed to get up and chase the driver, who is still on the run.
Everybody in the choir, and there's 75 of us, live for Wednesdays.
91-year-old Catherine Griffin is part of an amazing group in Lanceville. Soundwave is a 55-plus troupe spearheaded by singer-songwriter Holly Wright, a non-traditional choir of retired island residents singing some rock classics. And last night, the group sang and danced to a sold-out Port Theatre crowd in Nanaimo.
One suggestion, the next time you go into a meeting, a negotiation with him, bring McNuggets.
Jimmy Kimmel offered U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi a suggestion for the next meeting with Donald Trump. Pelosi appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night discussing whether or not impeachment charges will be brought against the president. She says Democrats would prefer bipartisan support if any action is taken. Well, Canadian basketball history, the first NBA championship game with a team from north of the border involved, as the Toronto Raptors hosted the 2-time defending champion Golden State Warriors. And although Kawhi Leonard still had 23 points, it was Pascal Siakam that led the way for the Raptors with 32. He had 11 straight field goals at one point in a 118-109 win. The Raptors will try to take a 2-0 series lead in Game 2 Sunday. And Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens welcomed 4 new critically endangered black and white ruffed lemurs. The litter of all male babies was born May 19th, and zoo officials say being all boys could allow them to stay at the zoo longer because females generally become incompatible with their mothers when they reach about 2 years old. Black and white ruffed lemurs are native only to Madagascar. Well, mostly sunny for East and South Island today, although cloud over Port Hardy and the North Coast, and should see clearing for the West and Central Island regions later today. And there are your Friday highs. Well, we always love to know where you're watching from, and don't forget to like and share the CHEK Facebook page. Stacey Ross will be with you with CHEK News at 5, followed by Ben O'Hara Byrne, who has the latest at 6 and 10. That's been your Morning Check. Have a great weekend. I'm Andy Neal.